Welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War walkthrough guide. And there's not going to be too many fights. We are just going to be just going back to Atreus just to give it to him, give him the heart, and yeah, that is about
Yeah.
it.
Shh. I ain't supposed to be here. It's cold. Real quick, give me your blades.
Why?
Yeah, I said I'd help you, and I aim to. Come on. My equipment's in Midgard. Be right back.
You don't suppose he nicked those, do you?
There. Now they're ready for the winds of hell. Just target this magical glowy bit here with your blades and throw. Now target that wind trap. See that? Yeah, you can absorb and release the winds of hell whenever it damages you. So you're welcome and
Alrighty, so right here is, I'm pretty sure oh no, you gotta open up the store first. And then we will move on to the first fight of this video. This one isn't too bad. You just want to aim and grab them with your blades. It is a insta-kill. You're gonna see I keep trying to grab them because it's one hit, so it is the best way to kill them. So you don't really have to worry about them when you're trying to fight the enemies on the ground. So just keep that in mind whenever these enemies are in the equation. And that is this first fight done. So each door is gonna have a fight. You get a save for all of them, so you don't really have to worry too much about it if you're struggling with it. Just make sure that you keep juggling this wind of hell. You're gonna have to juggle it to the end, so that you can open up the doors and to get something through the final door. So just make sure you do keep that on you. It's not too hard to keep it. After this, you're gonna have to keep it again to get a runic attack. It's not a runic attack I use, but you know, if you decide that you wanted to use it, then I show you how to get it. So for this one, you just want to grab this, run all the way around on the left side, and then you can open it, and that will be it. So now we will move on to the Traveler, I think is next. So I'm pretty sure that's who's next. So we're gonna move on to that.
Sorry, brother. I'm still stuck on what I heard back there. Zeus was your father?
Not now. We should focus on getting out of hell.
And with that, I cannot argue. I'll just contemplate that little nugget in silence then.
So just keep in mind, just make sure that you're taking this energy and you're transforming it from place to place. Just keep that in mind. The axe doesn't do anything because this is a frost enemy, but since it's the blessing of the frost and it's super OP, that's the only reason why you see it doing damage. So keep that in mind too. So only use the blade for this one. I do use both of my runic attacks and then I swap to the blades. So you can do the same if you want. It's up to you. I was just doing it to test it. The only thing that I found working was the blessings of the frost. So what you just want to do is you just want to keep hitting this guy with a heavy blade attack because it is very strong against him. And save your light runic. The reason why I like this light runic a lot is because you can use it to block any damage throughout the any fight. Anyone, you can use it to block damage. So as you see here, I use it to block his unblockable right there. So just keep that in mind. If you are gonna decide to switch, I will be using that to my advantage because it obviously is in the game and it is a strat to be used. So I do equip those handles right there that give me, I think it was runic. I couldn't really see. So you want to keep taking the energy and moving it from pedestal to pedestal. So you're gonna get some more enemies here. You just want to grab them. Easiest way is to grabbing them, and then you just have to deal with these 3 hell walkers, and you will be good. But for the entire bridge, there will be enemies. I'm pretty sure it is right at the end. No, it's leading up to the end of the bridge. So it's gonna be right here. Then there's gonna be towards the middle, and then there's gonna be towards the end. And then you have to keep moving the energy that I was talking about, and that you see me moving. You have to keep moving it all the way down the bridge until you get to the end of the bridge, and you also have to fight these enemies at the same time. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this part, because if you lose the energy, it doesn't really matter. It'll just reset to the previous one that you had it at. But if you do forget this, it can be a very easy light runic attack to miss. And if you decide to use it or not, it's still good to have. You know, you might come up to a random fight in this game where you're fully surrounded and you need a good move to have. That would be a really good move if you're surrounded, but other than that, that move isn't really too good. It doesn't really do a ton of damage. It's just more for crowd control. So for this one, it's just a couple more hell walkers that you have to deal with. So there's actually 4 fights on this bridge. So there's not 3, there's actually 4. So basically it's like every 25% of the bridge you're gonna get a fight. So for this one, the best thing to do is to keep them all within your camera vision, keep them all in front of you, and you should be good for this one. Now the next one, I think it's also Hellwalkers, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're gonna find out right now, because this is where they spawn in at. Also, if you're wondering, that is where the energy is. It's on top where the circular thing is. And it is not Hellwalkers. These enemies aren't too bad. I mean, you don't really have to hit them. You could literally just let them, like, you could force a grab, and it's an insta-kill if you really wanted to. So it's not, like, super bad for these enemies. These are probably, like, the easiest enemies in the game. They just do a lot of damage. That's the only thing that you really have to worry about. And there is one more fight on this bridge, and then we will be done. Not with the fights, but we will be done with Helheim. So once you finish this last fight and you move the energy to that left side, I will tell you what to do with it. So for this one, you just want to grab the eyes like usual, because it's one hit. So if it's not really worth trying to hit them with the axe out of the air. It's just better to grab them because it's one hit. The axe, I'm pretty sure, is like 2 hit. I mean, maybe it's 1 hit. I'm not entirely sure, but it also depends on the level that they're at. Because depending on the level, it won't be 1 hit, and it depends on if you're using any of the equipments that increase your axe throw damage, which I'm not using. So you just gotta keep all that in mind whenever you're whenever I say the things I say, because if you're using the same armor as me and the same attachments and stuff, then most likely the same thing that happens to me will happen to you, unless of course if I die, or if you die, it won't be the same. But for things like building up the blades, using light and heavy runic attacks that I use, a bunch of stuff like that. So as you're gonna see here, for this part, I do look around to see if there's anything here, but there isn't. So for this part, you're gonna have to grab the energy, run across, and you're going to have to hit it at the bottom. Alright, so this can be tricky, but you want to grab the energy and you want to run straight across, go down the stairs, and it is going to be hard, but as soon as you see it hit exactly at 1, you should have enough time to aim, hit it, and allow the action to go through, and you will get the Cyclone of Chaos. I don't use it personally because, of course, the Spartan Charge allows you to take a free hit, but it's up to you if you want to use it or not. I just grab it just because it's on the main path technically, so obviously I do not want to miss it. And that will be it for Hell, so we will move on to what is the next fight. Unless if there is no fight. I actually don't think that there is a fight after this. I'm not entirely sure though, but we're gonna find out. Alrighty, so this is where I spent some time upgrading, so keep in mind if you didn't pick up the Chaos Flame, it will be under your lost items, so you can grab it and then you can upgrade it. So if you did leave and then you came back and you were like, where's the Chaos Flame at, because you didn't pick it up, that's where it'll be. So here I'm just going to be upgrading my armor. I'm just going to cut it around, showing only the upgrades, not me looking through it. Alrighty, so that was the last video, or the last video. What the hell? That was the last fight of this video, so if this did help you, then that is good, and I will see you in the next one.
Shouldn't delay, brother. It's straight back to Midgard with that heart. Your father was Zeus? I finally understand. I'm dangling from the hip of the bloody ghost of Sparta.
Do not call me that.
Oh, don't mistake me, brother. From what I heard, the Pantheon had it coming. It's still a bit to take in. I knew you hate gods, but you really can't stay away from them, can you?
You must say nothing to the boy. He must never know.
Bollocks, brother. Respectfully, bollocks. He has to know. He'll never be whole without the truth. Look, I get it. You hate the gods, all gods. It's no accident that includes yourself. And it includes your boy. Can you see that? He feels that. He can't help what he is. Can't begin to help it because you haven't even told him. It's all connected, man.
You will tell him nothing.
Very well.
Hey, so you know that shortcut between realms? Well, I made it better. Or I might have broke it.
We use that.
I know what you do. So I took a few cuss from them winds of hell and made it so it ain't just one way. Now you can use it to travel to and from. If I didn't breaks it.
Then we can take it to Freya.
There's an idea, brother.
Might be some kinks to sort. What's the matter? Try out that shortcut, Clean Rail.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. Well, this isn't right. But close enough. He did say there were kinks.
We must hurry. The heart.
You have it.
Yes.
Back of your hand.
He is still ill.
I can break the fever. But to heal,
He must know the truth of what he is.
yes.
It is not so simple.
Help me prop him up. Did I tell you that I have a son, too? It's been forever since I last saw him. At his birth, the runes foretold a needless death. The babe in my arms was so small, so helpless. I knew right then I would do anything to protect him, no matter the sacrifice. Of course, everything I did for myself. I let my needs, my fears, come before what he needed. And I couldn't see his resentment until it was too late. Don't make the same mistake. Have faith in him. I know the truth isn't simple, but nothing is when it involves your child.
It is a curse. The boy has been cursed.
Don't leave without me.
I will not.
I'm better now.
I see that. Is he well enough to travel?
For now.
It won't happen again. I promise.
You see that it does not. I will not forget this.
Thanks.
Your father did the heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
Now then, before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore Tyr's vault.
Yes, to find the Black Rune. Boy, do you know the way from here?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure you do, lad. We need a boat.
I don't know. I guess we need a boat.
Okay then. Ah, see? The boat washed ashore. Someone did call a serpent earlier.
Get in. I will pull. You are quiet. Are you not better?
I guess.
I know you overheard my talk with Freya. You think you understand, but you do not. Why do you say nothing?
You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you. I know I was never what you wanted. But after all this, I thought maybe things were different.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth. The truth. I am a god, boy. From another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you. Boy, have you nothing to say?
Can I turn into an animal?
Can you turn into an animal? No. No, I do not think so.
I'm a god. Mother knew? She was a god too?
No. She was mortal, but she knew my true nature.
I'm a god. Why did you wait so long to tell me?
I had hoped to spare you. Being a god, it can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. That is the curse.
What sorts of things can I do? Can I fly? Or turn invisible? I don't feel like a god.
I do not know the reach of your godhood. But over time, we will learn.
You sure I can't turn into a wolf?
You are welcome to surprise me.
Is this why I hear voices sometimes? Are you sure you've never heard any?
Not as you do.
That's no surprise. Every god is unique.
So, Maybe I won't get strong like Father, but I'll have abilities all my own.
You already do, laddie. Your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young. Time alone will tell what else you'll become capable of.
So you knew all along.
I did, lad. But I've known more than my share of gods.
Me too, apparently. I wonder who else knew I was a god. Freya for sure. Brock and Sindri?
They do not need to know.
Baldur! Does he know? Is that why he's after us? Do you know him from before?
The day of your mother's funeral was the first I ever saw Baldur. That is the truth.
Hey, we don't have to go right back to Tearsvault, do we? I mean, we're God. We can do whatever we want, right? What do you really feel like doing now?
I will show you.
Let's try this again, without interruptions. Here we go again.